Okay, so that pipe that went outside,
Okay.
it is for the furnace.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a high
one that was
efficiency.
warm?
Yeah, that one pipe. So you do have a high efficiency furnace. It's called a 90%er. What that basically means is that out of every dollar that you spend on heating, 90 cents goes to heat the home, 10 cents goes out the chimney.
Okay.
At least that's the way it's supposed to be. Right now, you've got roughly maybe about a 75% energy efficient unit. The
Okay.
reason for that is, you see this hole right here? There is supposed to be another pipe just like this. It goes up, follows right alongside, and you're supposed to get the combustion air
Okay.
from outside. You are now getting the combustion air from inside this room.
Okay.
So because it's treated air, meaning that you're warming the air, you're taking that warm air and you're pulling it and you're blowing it right outside. Okay, so it's not a safety issue, but it's an energy efficient
Okay.
issue. So if this was installed correctly, it would have had a second pipe
Okay.
that goes to it. I already talked to you about the AC stuff. The line set insulation is missing the insulation. What that looks like, I'll show you over here. See this black line that goes
Yep.
here?
Yep.
It's missing this black insulation.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that the foam stuff?
What's that? Yeah, it's the foam
Foam,
stuff.
okay,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can buy that at home.
Yeah.
That's actually something you could do.
Yeah, it's
for
right
like-
behind the. I used to work at Menards. It's right behind the plumbing
Exactly.
desk.
$10 and
Yeah.
you're done. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just the thick line that gets
Yeah.
insulated. Okay. And then we talked about the gap where the line set comes in the
The
house.
foam.
Just spray that with
Yeah.
foam insulation on the outside and the inside.
Okay.
You have an active leak. The 80% or the 90%er, the byproduct is water. Okay?
Okay.
Because what happens is as the exhaust leaves the house, it cools off before it actually 100% leaves, and it causes condensation. That condensation drips back down into the furnace, and it goes into a very sophisticated drain system. Okay? Well, there's your drain system. You got a kink in the hose right there, but it's not tightened so you can see the water.
Yeah.
That's sitting down there.
Yep.
So that just needs to be tightened and a new hose put on there where it's not kinked.
Okay.
Okay. You do have this drain line right here. This is for your air conditioner.
Okay.
The air conditioner, this should all be PVC.
Okay.
Okay, so 3/4 inch PVC comes out of here and then goes into the
You
drain.
mean not garden hose?
So you can't have garden hose. So that was rigged pretty good though. So, all right, and from the moisture, look the evidence down on the floor. It looks like even this probably leaks a little bit
Okay.
during the summer months. The pan underneath the hot water tank. Now they were awesome enough to put a pan here, so if the tank ruptures or anything like that, all the water goes in the pan. However, see that hole in the pan right there?
Oh.
That's supposed to have a drain line to it that goes directly here.
Yeah.
So if the tank ruptured, you'd still have 50 gallons of water all over your floor right
Yeah.
now. Okay, because it would just go in the pan and leak all over the place. So that just needs to add. We just need to add a drain line that goes here, just PVC.
Okay.
Okay. And the last two things are inside the furnace. Now this is just evidence of a past water leak.
Okay.
There's nothing in there that's wet now, okay? And I ran the furnace for a little bit, so because I'm seeing the water down there, so I would see water in here. But you do have some corrosion right here where water had come out of there at one point, and it had dripped a few little drops down in there. But it's not wet now.
Okay.
Okay, so I call that monitor for action. So when you come down and do laundry every once in a while, during the wintertime, take the top door panel off and see if there's any puddles of water in there.
Okay.
Okay. And this, see that rust down there in the bottom of the furnace? That's probably caused by this,
Okay.
where it had run down
Yeah.
and then went down here.
Yeah.
And then went down to the bottom, or it came from here. Okay, it's one of
It's
the
got
two
that kink
places.
in it, yeah.
Right. And so the water might have backed up and went right down into the,
Okay.
into the thing. So, but all in all, the furnace is in very good shape. Okay, it's time for a clean and check. Okay, and the last thing,
Do you do that like in the summer months or?
you do 2 clean and checks in a year. October, November for the furnace, right before the season really starts. You want to do it for the furnace, and then May, early June for the air conditioner.
Okay.
All right. Like I said, it just has to be above 60 degrees to test the air conditioner.
Sure.
All right. And the last thing is this little piece right here.
Rusty.
This is the safety one. Okay, this is the big one. You can't have a union inside the furnace.
Okay.
The union, everything has, see this stuff right here on all the pipes?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like cotton or glue or something.
Right, it's basically called pipe dope. Okay, and it seals up the little threads so gas can't escape. This part right here is wrench tight only. So if there was going to be a gas leak anywhere in the line, the first place it would probably happen would be right here because there's no pipe dope. Where does this sit? Right under the flame. Okay, so if gas is escaping, boom. Okay, we don't want your address to be across the street. All right.
Yeah.
So this was the big one. This absolutely has to be taken out. It should just be one straight pipe all the way through.
Okay.
Most likely what happened was the guy that was installing it wasn't thinking, or it was a helper, and they said, oh, I don't have a piece of pipe that long. I'll just join two pipes together with a union.
So it just needs to be one
Be no
solid
problem.
piece.
It needs to be one solid piece, and then from here to here.
Okay.
Okay.
But these elbows are okay.
The elbows
Obviously.
are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the last thing is, now this is just a recommendation, doesn't have to be anything, but we recommend that the old style gas shutoffs be replaced with what's called new ball valves. These have rubber seals inside of them, and if you disturb them, which you're not going to be doing, turn off the gas, turn on the gas, those rubber seals can crack, and you'd have little gas leaks there. Okay. With the ball valves, there's no seals, so it's just either open or closed.
Okay.
So we recommend that those get replaced. Whenever you replace the furnace or the hot water tank the next time, okay, somewhere many years down the road, that's when you'd want to replace those at least.
Okay.
Okay. No humidifier on the unit. Okay, so, but if you wanted to add a humidifier, feel free. Okay. All they do is just cut a hole basically here, put a humidifier in. It would probably be on the back side
Okay.
with a designated drain line, and they would just wire it right up to your circuit board.
Okay.
Okay. So, ages of everything. Air conditioner was 20 plus years. Okay. We don't have an exact on there because they painted over the label.
Yeah, painting.
Heater, or the furnace is only 8 years old.
Okay.
So, typical lifespan of a furnace is somewhere between 15 to 20 if you maintain it. And that's the key thing, maintaining it. It's just like taking your car in for an oil change. If you don't take your car in for an oil change, what happens? It breaks down.
Yeah.
Get this thing cleaned every year, especially these 90%ers. They are very touchy, okay? If you don't have these cleaned and checked every year, there's a sensor inside here that needs to be cleaned every year. That 1 year that you say, we'll skip it. Coldest day of the year, Murphy's Law, that's when your furnace is going to go up.
Yeah.
And they're going to come out, and when they would normally do it for $80-85 for a cleaning, it's now going to cost you probably $350 for
Okay.
them to do the exact same thing. And not clean the unit, just fix the
sensor,
problem,
yeah.
the sensor. And then hot water tank is from 2011. Okay, so that's fairly new.
Okay.
Okay, so we're only looking at 6 years on that, so not bad at all. Everything looks really good on the hot water tank. The install was done really well, except for that hole in the pan where they just didn't run the drain line.
Okay.
All right. So, any questions at all on furnace, AC, hot water tank?
My dad used to do this for a living. We're seeing him tonight, and I'll probably have him watch this. I can just shoot you guys an email or something if he has any other questions. Okay.
That'll be fine. Yeah, my name, my number will be on the report.
Okay.
I give my report to Charlie. He makes it all one big report.
Perfect.
So when you get our report in 24 hours, mine will be included with his, but my
Okay.
name and my number will be on there. If you have questions,
Perfect.
shoot me a call.
It's been many, many years since he's done this, so
Okay.
I don't know how much he still remembers or knows. but
Yeah,
I'm sure he'll
yeah,
have
things have
questions.
definitely changed, but even I don't actually do the repairs and installs anymore.